Let's talk about the engine under the hood, your energy systems. When we train, we usually focus on things we can see: the weight on the bar, the reps in a set, the sweat on the floor. But underneath all that effort is a system your body runs to keep you moving, your energy pathways. And understanding how those systems work is one of the most underrated tools in building effective, focused programming. Every movement you make, whether it's a max effort deadlift or a 10-minute run, uses energy. And the currency your body spends to move is called ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. ATP is stored in small amounts in your muscles, and the moment you start moving, your body scrambles to replenish it. How it replenishes that ATP depends on the intensity and duration of the activity, and that's where the three main energy systems come in. First up is the ATP-PC system, also called the phosphagen system. This system kicks in for very short, very intense efforts. I'm talking about your 1 to 5 rep max lifts, sprints under 10 seconds, jumps, throws, the fast, powerful stuff. The ATP-PC system doesn't require oxygen. It's anaerobic, and it uses stored ATP and phosphocreatine in your muscles to create energy instantly. But here's the trade-off. It burns hot and dies fast. You've only got about 10 to maybe 20 seconds of fuel in this system before it's tapped out. That's why you can't sprint at full speed forever or max out rep after rep without recovery. Once that fuel is gone, the body shifts gears. That takes us to the glycolytic system, also known as anaerobic glycolysis. This system takes over for medium-duration, high-intensity activity. Think 30 seconds to about 2 minutes of effort, a heavy set of 10 reps, a 400-meter sprint, or an intense circuit. The glycolytic system breaks down carbohydrates, primarily glucose, to regenerate ATP. It doesn't require oxygen, but the byproduct is lactic acid, which contributes to that burning sensation in your muscles. This system is still anaerobic, and while it gives you more energy than the ATP-PC system, it's not infinite. As lactate builds, fatigue sets in. That's why rest intervals between intense sets are critical. It gives your body time to clear out that fatigue and refuel. Now, the third system is the oxidative system, your aerobic pathway. This is your long-haul energy system. It uses oxygen and primarily burns fats and carbohydrates to generate ATP. The oxidative system powers activities lasting several minutes to hours. Think jogging, long-distance cycling, or steady-state cardio. The upside here is efficiency. You can run this system for a long time without gassing out. The downside? It's slow. It can't deliver energy fast enough for high-intensity efforts, so it's not useful for max lifting or explosive sprints. So let's line them up. ATP-PC system, Shaktir short, explosive, 0 to 10 seconds glycolytic system, Shaktir medium, high intensity, 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Oxidative system, long duration, lower intensity, 2 minutes, and beyond. Now here's the kicker. Your body doesn't use just one system at a time. These systems overlap. It's not like a switch flips at 11 seconds. They blend based on the demands of the workout. For example, if you're doing a set of heavy squats for 5 reps, the ATP-PC system dominates. But if you turn that into a set of 15 reps with shorter rest, now you're pulling energy from the glycolytic system. And if you follow that with a 10-minute bike ride, you're deep in the oxidative zone. This is where programming gets powerful, because now you can train specific energy systems based on what you're trying to improve. Want to be more explosive? Focus on the ATP-PC system. Short, max effort sets with full recovery. Looking to improve your metabolic conditioning or your ability to handle fatigue? That's the glycolytic system. Push the work-to-rest ratio, use moderate intensity intervals, keep the heart rate high. Trying to build cardiovascular endurance and aerobic capacity, that's all about the oxidative system. Longer sessions, steady-state efforts, controlled breathing, sustainable pacing. Now let's bring it back to the gym. If you're doing a max effort lift, Rest for 2 to 5 minutes. That's how long it takes the ATP-PC system to recharge. If you're training hypertrophy with shorter rest and higher reps, you're dipping into the glycolytic system, and your rest should reflect that. Maybe 30 to 90 seconds, depending on how hard you're pushing. If you're doing cardio, interval work, or aerobic circuits, make sure the intensity allows you to recover and maintain output over time. That's oxidative. And if you're training for sport, you better understand which system your sport demands most. A sprinter and a marathon runner don't train the same way, because their bodies rely on entirely different systems for performance. Here's the bottom line for Part 20. Train the way your body fuels. Understand what you're asking of your system, and build your sessions to match that intensity, duration, and goal. Energy system development is the hidden force behind better conditioning, faster recovery, and smarter programming. Coming up in Part 21, we're breaking down periodization models, linear, undulating, block, and how to organize training over time for consistent long-term growth. That's where everything comes together. I'll catch you there.